D block elements. The next topic is how to prepare copper sulfate pentahydrate crystal. The formula for first copper sulfate. Copper sulfate formula CuSO4. Copper sulfate pentahydrate. That is another name is what? Blue vitriol. Copper sulfate pentahydrate, nothing but what? Blue vitriol. Okay. Copper sulfate pentahydrate, nothing but blue vitriol. Okay. So, how to prepare copper sulfate pentahydrate? It's nothing but blue vitriol. Copper sulfate is prepared from um, with cupric oxide or copper hydroxide or copper carbonate or reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, you can get the copper sulfate. Okay. இப்போ காப்பர் சல்ஃபேட்டை குப்ரிக் ஆக்சைடில் இருந்தோ இல்லை காப்பர் ஹைட்ராக்சைடில் இருந்தோ இல்லை காப்பர் கார்பனேட்ல இருந்தோ இதுல வந்து டைலூட் சல்ஃபியூரிக் ஆசிட் ஆட் பண்ணும்போது you can get the copper sulfate crystal. பார்க்கலாமே. First one is cupric oxide. Cupric oxide reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid. என்ன சார் கிடைக்கும்? Removal of water. So what is the remaining? Copper sulfate plus water. Not only cupric oxide, you can prepare from copper hydroxide also. Prepared from cupric hydroxide. So cupric hydroxide means CuOH twice reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. Now Cu and SO4, Cu and SO4, you get a copper sulfate plus 2 hydrogen, OH 2 times, OH 2 times. That means 2 molecules of water. 2 molecules of water. So cupric hydroxide reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, you'll get a copper sulfate. Then copper carbonate reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, you'll get copper sulfate. Copper sulfate plus CO2 plus water. In these three methods, you can prepare copper sulfate. So copper sulfate pentahydrate nothing but blue vitriol. You can prepare either from cupric oxide or cupric hydroxide or copper carbonate. So cupric oxide reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, you get a copper sulfate. Very same thing, cupric hydroxide reacts with the dilute sulfuric acid, you get a copper sulfate. Copper carbonate reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, you get a copper sulfate and carbon dioxide and the water molecule. Okay. This anhydrous salt is colorless, but the hydrated salt is blue in color. Actually, copper பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா 11th standardல salt analysis பார்த்திருப்பீங்க, isn't it? Copper sulfate is which color? Sky blue in color. Copper sulfate is sky blue in color. அதே காப்பர் சல்ஃபேட் ஆக்சிஜன் ஆஃப் ஹீட்ல பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. ஒரு ட்ரை டெஸ்ட் டியூப்ல அந்த சால்ட் எடுத்து ஹீட் பண்ணுங்க, become white. Why? All the water molecules evaporate. அப்போ unhydrated stateல water remove பண்ணா it become a white. So purely copper sulfate is white in color. Then why that salt alone blue in color? Because of it contains 5 molecules of water. Copper sulfateல water இருக்கதால தான் that is blue in color. Okay. If you allow to evaporate the salt, all the water molecule evaporate, then become a white in color. So copper sulfate is colorless, white in color. This is blue in color because of 5 molecules of water is present. So the hydrated salt only blue in color, unhydrated salts are white in color, colorless. They readily dissolve water and insoluble in alcohol. Easily soluble in water and insoluble in alcohol. Now we will discuss the chemical properties of blue vitriol. First one is action of heat. Action of heat on copper sulfate pentahydrate crystals. Initially, we are going to take copper sulfate pentahydrate crystal, that is which color? Copper sulfate pentahydrate is blue in color. The color? Blue in color. When heating this compound at 100 degrees Celsius, it loses out of four molecules of water. It become a copper sulfate monohydrate. Copper sulfate monohydrate. Now you are increasing the temperature from 100 to 230 degrees Celsius. Again it loses this one molecule of water. It become a copper sulfate. This is a white in color, colorless. Then we are increasing the temperature from 230 degrees Celsius to 720 degrees Celsius. That time it will decompose. It gives cupric oxide and sulfur trioxide. Cupric oxide and sulfur trioxide. So it's very important reaction. Not only 3-mark question, 5-mark problem kuda idhe kekranga. Okay. So first copper sulfate pentahydrate is blue in color. When heating 100 degrees Celsius, it loses 4 molecules of water. Remaining எத்தனை இருக்கு? ஒரே ஒரு molecule water இருக்கு இல்லையா? 5 molecules of water 4 remove ஆயிருச்சு. Remaining என்ன இருக்கு? ஒண்ணே ஒண்ணு தான் இருக்கு. So copper sulfate monohydrate. மறுபடியும் என்ன பண்றீங்க? 100 degrees Celsius ல இருந்து 230 degrees Celsius heat increase பண்றீங்க. Heat increase பண்ணும்போது இந்த water molecule remove ஆயிரும். minus H2O. Only remaining is what? Only copper sulfate. There is no water molecule here, so that colorless, white in color. இந்த copper sulfate again 230 degrees Celsius ல இருந்து 720 degrees Celsius க்கு increase பண்ணீங்கன்னா இது decompose ஆகி it gives cupric oxide and sulfur trioxide கொடுக்கும். Use what? Cupric oxide and sulfur trioxide. Then action of ammonia. Okay. Copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide. You will get a one deep blue color compound, one complex compound you will get. Okay, copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide. Copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide. It gives tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. That means this is amine, tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. This is one of the complex coordination compound, tetraamine copper 2 sulfate plus water molecules. How to balance it? 4 molecules of ammonia, so that you are going to add here is 4, 1 copper, 4 ammonia, only 1 sulfate, then hydrogen atoms is SO4, okay, 4 oxygen is there, so that here is 4, so 8 hydrogen remaining. Yes, altogether 3 4s are 12 hydrogen, 12 plus 8 20 hydrogen over there. Here 4 4s are 16 plus 4 20 hydrogen, so balanced one. So copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide. You will get a deep blue color compound. There is complex compound. This is one of the coordination compound, namely tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Okay. So copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide. you get a very complicated coordination compound, namely tetraamine copper 2 sulfate and water molecule. Action of Ki. Copper sulfate reacts with potassium iodide. It gives an unstable cupric oxide, and the cupric oxide it gives a white color cuprous oxide. Okay, so copper sulfate reacts with potassium iodide. You will get a one cupric iodide. Cupric iodide means Cu2. Cu2. That is what? Cupric iodide plus potassium sulfate. Then this cupric iodide use back this cuprous iodide Cu2I2. Cu2I2 mean what? Cuprous iodide plus iodine. How to balance? One copper, one copper, two potassium over there. So that two potassium, two iodine, one balanced one. One copper, two copper is there. So that two twos of four iodine, two twos of four iodine, balanced one. Clear? So that when I heating the copper sulfate pentahydrate, nothing but blue vitriol, at 100 degrees Celsius, it removes the 4 molecules of water, it become a copper sulfate monohydrate. When I heating again increase the temperature from 100 degrees Celsius to 230 degrees Celsius, again loses one more water molecule, become a copper sulfate. Then upon increase the temperature from 230 degrees Celsius to 720 degrees Celsius, become a cupric oxide and sulfur trioxide is the white in color. So blue become a white. Action of ammonia. Copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide solution. You will get a deep blue color compound. That is one of the coordination compound, namely tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Then action of potassium iodide. Copper sulfate reacts with potassium iodide. You will get a first step. You will get a cupric iodide. Then cupric iodide gives a white color cuprous iodide. Okay. So then copper sulfate reacts with potassium iodide. You will get a cuprous iodide compound. Cuprous iodide means Cu2I2. That's a white color precipitate. Then acts with potassium cyanide. Action with KCN. Copper sulfate reacts with potassium cyanide. You'll get a first one is cupric cyanide, followed by cupric cyanide gives a cuprous cyanide and cyanogen. And cyanogen. First, see here, copper sulfate reacts with potassium cyanide. What you will get? First one is what? Cupric cyanide. CuCN twice. CuCN twice plus potassium sulfate. This cupric cyanide, CuCN twice, cupric cyanide, it gives back to the cuprous cyanide, Cu2N2, Cu2N2 plus cyanogen. Cyanogen is Cn twice times, otherwise called Cn. It's called cyanogen. How to balance one? See here, one copper, one sulfate, two potassium, so that two cyanide balanced one. Here is only one copper, here two copper, so two over here. Two mean two twos of four cyanide, two twos of four cyanide. It is named as what? Cyanogen. Cyanogen. Okay. So copper sulfate reacts with potassium cyanide. First you will get cupric cyanide and potassium sulfate. This cupric cyanide again it gives a cuprous cyanide. Cuprous cyanide and cyanogen also. Okay. So copper sulfate pentahydrate is oxygen color, blue in color. When I heating the copper sulfate pentahydrate, it become a white color because of all the water molecules will evaporate. then it reacts with alkalis. Action of alkali. What do you mean alkali? What is alkali? All metal oxides and metal hydroxides are known as base. In base, they are going to add some amount of water. Some bases are soluble in water, some bases are insoluble in water. All soluble bases are known as alkali. So in that category, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, these are alkali. Now copper sulfate reacts with alkali like sodium hydroxide. You will get a pale blue precipitate of copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. Copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide. It gives copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. Okay. Copper sulfate reacts with alkali. It gives a pale blue precipitate of copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. How to balance? One copper, one copper, one sulfate, one sulfate, one sodium, two sodium over there. So that two sodium. So two oxygen, yes, two oxygen, two hydrogen, two hydrogen. So balanced one. It's a pale blue precipitate. PPT means precipitate. Okay, cupric hydroxide as a one pale blue precipitate. After that, oxygen with H2S. Copper sulfate reacts with hydrogen sulfide gas. It gives the black precipitate of copper sulfide. Black precipitate of copper sulfide is a very important equation for problem part. Okay, so black precipitate of copper sulfide. Now, oxygen of oxygen with H2S gas. Copper sulfate reacts with H2S gas. It gives H2SO4 and cupric sulfide CuS plus H2SO4. It's which color? Black in color. Okay, that's a black precipitate of copper sulfide. So potassium first copper sulfate reacts with potassium cyanide. It gives a cupric cyanide followed by it gives a cuprous cyanide. It's a white color precipitate. Then action of alkali copper sulfate reacts with 2 molecule of sodium hydroxide. It gives the pale blue precipitate of cupric hydroxide. Copper sulfate reacts with hydrogen sulfide gas. It gives the black precipitate of cuprous sulfide. CuS. Which color? Black precipitate. Okay. Then uses. It is used as a germicide and insecticide in agriculture. Very important one mark question. What is Bordeaux mixer? Bordeaux mixer is a mixer of copper sulfate and lime. Nothing but calcium hydroxide. So Bordeaux mixer is very important one mark question. Bordeaux mixer contains what? Copper sulfate and lime. That means calcium hydroxide. That is used as a where? It is a fungicide. Then it is used in electroplating and calico printing and electrical batteries also. Okay. So first one is what? How to prepare copper sulfate? Cupric oxide or cupric hydroxide or cupric carbonates or reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, you will get copper sulfate, isn't it? Actually, copper sulfate is originally that is blue color copper sulfate because of 5 molecules of water present in it. Okay, we are seeing in 11th practicals only that copper sulfate salt is blue in color. Why copper sulfate is blue in color? Because of that contains 5 molecules of water. 5 molecules of water. Actually, copper sulfate is colorless, white in color. So when heating the copper sulfate become a white because of all the water molecules will evaporate. Okay, thank you, students.